Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old lady. She had silver hair and a face full of soft wrinkles, but her eyes were bright and full of kindness. Everyone in the village loved her because she always smiled, even when life was hard. She lived alone in a small house near a big banyan tree. Her husband had passed away many years ago, and she had no children. Still, she never complained. Every day, she sat under the banyan tree, talked to villagers, and shared kind words with anyone who needed comfort. Life in the village was not easy. Some people were farmers, some were carpenters, and others worked in the small market. Often the rain did not come, crops failed, and money became scarce. Because of this, many villagers felt worried and sad. One day, a young woman named Radha came to the old lady. Her eyes were filled with tears, and her voice was shaking. "I don't know what to do," she said. "My husband has gone to the city to find work, but he hasn't sent any money. My children are hungry, and I am afraid." The old lady smiled gently and said, "Sit down, my child. Tell me, what are you thinking right now?" Radha replied, "I only think about bad things. What if my husband cannot find work? What if he forgets us?" The old lady shook her head softly. "When we think negative thoughts, our pain grows. But when we think positively, our heart becomes lighter, and we find strength." Radha asked, "But how can I think positive when everything feels so wrong?" The old lady smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story." She told Radha about a poor man who had nothing, no food, no money, and no family. One day he sat beside a river crying. An old woman came to him and asked why he was crying. The man said, "I have nothing. How can I be happy?" The old woman replied, "Look around you. You have the river, the trees, and the sun. If you only think about what you don't have, you will always be sad. But if you focus on what you do have, you will find peace." The man listened carefully. Slowly, he stopped crying and began to notice the beauty around him. From that day, his life started to change. The old lady looked at Radha and said, "The man's life did not change because of magic. It changed because he changed his thinking. Positive thoughts give us strength to face problems." Radha asked quietly, "Can my thinking really change my life?" The old lady nodded. "Yes, if you wake up every morning and say, 'Today will be a good day,' you will find the strength to care for your children and wait with hope." Radha felt calmer. "I understand. I will try to think positively," she said. "That is the first step," the old lady replied. Radha returned home with a lighter heart. Every morning, she repeated the words, "Today will be a good day." She worked hard, took care of her children, and prayed. After a few weeks, Radha received a letter. Her husband had found a job in the city and was sending money home. Radha was filled with joy and rushed to thank the old lady. The old lady smiled and said, "You see, my dear, problems will always come. But when we face them with hope and positive thinking, we can overcome them." From that day on, many villagers came to the old lady for advice. Her simple words changed their lives. She taught them the true power of positive thinking.